Hey, welcome back to TTGO Tech. So we had a lot of fun working through these T-Watch 2020 example sketches, and we're going to do some more today. We're going to be working through the basic unit sketches, which allow us to interact with individual components inside the TTGO T-Watch 2020. And first up is the AXP20x. It's the power management system of the watch. And we're going to run these three example sketches, AXP20x ADC. So I've uncommented the line for the TTGO T-Watch 2020 in the config H files. And I'm sending that first sketch to the watch right now. Let's take a look at one of the comments on one of my previous T-Watch 2020 videos. Yeah, in my unboxing video, when you looked at the T-Watch, the crown or the button was on the left-hand side of the watch, and as this poster commented, it's on the wrong side of the screen. But when I was working through the example sketch video, I reloaded Simple Watch and it put the crown on the right-hand side of the screen. So just letting the commenter know about that, and thanks for the comments on the videos. So here in the AXP20x ADC sketch, you can see they call for the serial begin 115,200, but there's no serial print calls, so I'm assuming that serial's used to communicate with this particular module. This is going to show us the charge voltage and current and the battery voltage and current, and then the status of whether or not the watch is connected to a USB charger. So here we go. Here we are, and we're just booting up now, and you can see it's displaying the fact that the USB cable is connected, and you've got your V-bus voltage is your USB voltage, and your V-bus current is your USB current. And you also see the battery status. It's connected to the board, and it has the voltage and the current discharge for the battery. So now let's go ahead and disconnect that USB cable so we can see the disconnect status is reflected. There we go. USB is disconnected. And let's go ahead and reconnect it so we can see the status update again. All right, there we go. We're connected again. Got a V-bus voltage and current. This seems rather rudimentary, but these are the basic unit sketches, and you are going to want to be able to manage the power on your T-Watch 2020, so these sketches may come in handy. Let's see what's next. Okay, so this AXP20x charge current example sketch lives up to its name. It really only sets the charge current. It's interesting to note here that this controller, this AXP202, allows a maximum charging current of 1800 milliamps and a minimum charging current of 300 milliamps. So this sketch will set the charge control current to 500 milliamps and display that message on the screen. I'm not going to waste too much more of your time, but we will see the watch as it boots and the results of that. Let's take a look at another comment from my example sketch video from before, and basically I invited people to tell me how to get it to show Mountain Standard Time, and this person responded saying that yeah, that CST is China Standard Time and I should subtract 8. I've tried virtually every number, 15, 11, 8, etc. I'm showing you the difference in time between Tucson and Beijing, and it's quite sizable because we crossed the date line and everything. But I'm really thinking that perhaps we're going to look at the time service that's being used within the sketch and try changing that up, see if we get a different result. We'll see what happens. But thanks again for the comment. I tried and it didn't work out. I'm still showing it's like an offset that doesn't make any sense. It's like 3 hours plus 12 hours off, even though I've tried everything plus or minus against that CST. We'll keep trying. Okay, so let's go back to our watch now that's booting into the AXP20x charge current example sketch. And here you can see it lives up to its name. It shows that it's changed the charge current to 500 milliamps, and we're off to the next thing. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay, so maybe that AXP20x charge current wasn't that exciting, but this one's kind of interesting. The AXP20x IRQ is going to change the display based on whether the USB cord is connected, disconnected, or if you happen to press the power key or the crown on the side of the watch. So you might want to write some code that acts on if the crown on the side of the watch is pressed. So here's how you read that key. Let's check it out. We're booting up, and let's see what happens. There, power key is pressed. Nothing happens when you press it again. It's just going to alternate between the three states: plugged, unplugged, or power key pressed, depending on what status changes. So we unplug it, power remove, plug it back in, power plug in, and push the button, power key press. Okay, there you go. Remarkably simple, but you might want to time some sort of event to act when any of these events take place. Well, I certainly hope you got a charge out of the AXP20x sketches. And stay tuned, because things are really going to start going into motion as we check out the BMA 423 accelerometer. That's going to get interesting. All right, thank you very much. Give this video a like. Click down below for the links in the description. Click up here to subscribe. And click over here to check out the TTGO playlist. Thank you very much.